In today's video, I'm gonna explain what is the difference between cash basis and accrual basis of accounting and why it is so important for any business owners, founders to understand the differences. Hey, my name is Shafiq. I'm founder and CEO of financials.com. We help founders to improve their financial performance, digitalize their finance operations. What is accounting? Accounting is just simply you are summarizing all of your transactions. You must be doing a lot of transactions in a company, that you have transactions that is happening. You are doing expenses, you are paying for your coffee, you are paying your rent, you have salaries. So a lot of transactions happens in a company. What accountants does is summarize all these transactions into one different buckets called ledgers. From there, they will prepare your income statement, they will prepare your cash flow statement, they will prepare your balance sheet, what is your payables or what is the net worth of your company. So now when it comes to accounting of these transactions, there are two ways you can do it. One is cash basis accounting. Cash basis accounting is the most simplest form of accounting, where many of accountants prefers to do that, or right, if you are outsourcing to any accounting firms, this is very important that you need to understand that how cash basis accounting works. I will simply take your bank statements where you have all the credit and debit transactions, you have your sales transactions, you have your expenses there. Whatever the credit I see, I will categorize it as a revenue. Whatever the debits I see, I categorize it as an expenses. So that is a simple nutshell format, which basically becomes a cash book. Let's say, what if you have bills that is not submitted by suppliers? You must have sold 100 units of shoes, for example, right? And then you have supplier bill has to come. So if the bill is not submitted, you haven't paid this amount, you will not book this as an expense because it didn't hit the bank. Cash basis accounting, the demerits that you will not account a lot of expenses. Now let's say you have done a sales but the customer not paid. So you will not book that as a sales because it didn't hit the bank. The same way, for example, you have paid a rent for 3 months. You will book that as an expense for that month. So that means, let's say you have revenue of 100,000 dirhams and then you have a rent of, let's say, 30,000 dirhams, and then you paid 1 year rent in advance, so which is 300,060. So that particular month you will be in loss. What happens when you do cash basis accounting? This becomes very inaccurate and this will have a lot of disadvantages. Investors will not believe in it, or lenders will not believe in, and you won't be able to make any judgment of your financial performance of your business or health of your business. All you can understand from cash flow basis accounting is your cash flow position. But now when it comes to accrual basis accounting, this is where you need a skilled accountant, right, who is trained, learned accounting, who has certification in accounting. Why such important skill is required when it comes to accrual basis of accounting? For example, now let's say you have a supplier bill not came yet, right? They haven't sent, but they have delivered the item. They haven't sent the bill. So what accountants will understand, they will interview you or they will involve in the process and they will understand, okay, hey, there is a bill which has to come from supplier. So they will book those expenses now itself. Now you have paid a rent for 3 months. They will split that into, they will prepare schedules and they will split that into 3 months. Now you have an employee, he has gratuity to be paid. So he will create those provisions now itself. Now you bought an asset, he will create depreciations for that. And he will understand each and every transaction, why it is important and where it is to be categorized. They will prepare proper ledgers. They will map all the revenues properly. They will book all the expenses properly. They will split if expenses are for over a period of time. If any unbilled revenue or any unbilled expenses, they will also map that, which need a lot of due diligence into your process and which need a lot of skill. And they will, they have common standards to follow, which is called IFRS, US GAAP, So they will follow these standards. So that is the difference when it comes to accrual basis of accounting, which is actually you need a good accountant to do that job, right? What is the result? What is the outcome of this? That you will get an accurate view on your income statement. You will understand, okay, whether you are making profits or not. No underestimate of expenses. It's properly mapped. Second, your cash flow statement, you can have a complete view, which also you get it in cash basis accounting. But the major difference is balance sheet. In cash basis accounting, you have only cash ledger. You don't know what is the accounts receivable or what customer has to pay you because you haven't booked these bills. Right. In accrual basis accounting, you will understand what is accounts receivable, what is your accounts payable, what is the asset depreciation, what are other liabilities that you have. So if you have to get balance sheet, if you have to get income statement properly, you need to do proper accrual basis of accounting. In cash basis of accounting, you can only get a cash book, which is cash flow statement. That's the major difference. And if you are a serious business owner, wanted to scale your business, it's very important that you have to get a skilled accountant in your team who can do accrual basis of accounting. And you need to ask questions if you are outsourcing to any accounting firm. What method are they following in order to do the accounting?